Okay, so this is the other thing I've worked on, and you have a little world which I'm gonna populate as I make more levels. I'm gonna put some polar caps here so you cannot see where the UVs kinda join in. And to rotate the world you use the right hand, and then you can select this one with this little beam so it over so the light effects coming down. So you already probably seen already this level. A little bit of lag here. So now you walk here and you get access to this power. And you can see now the little spirit guide comes to my head and over to the wall. So I think it's neat. So now they go up and they're saved before the volcano explodes or something. I'll figure it out later. So this is the other level. So we go ahead and we bring them here steady. We picked up a power which is the lighting, so I only have lighting in this level. And you can see what I plan to do. It's Bioshock-like effects in your hand so you know which power it's activated. I have other hands coming, by the way, so. And then we place it. They work fast and they can make the jump. And you can see now here. So if they walk, they just die. They go ragdolls. It's pretty fun to watch. So let's kill them all. And the level is going to restart itself. Now I can bring them here. So I think this is pretty close so that I can upload to just for like a little bit of testing. Okay, so I gotta time this right. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, still made it. And now finally we're gonna up. So I think this is the height that I'm gonna stick to in the game. There was a really cool thing I didn't show you. I'm gonna show you in a moment. But this is a comfortable height so you can manipulate them. And you can get pretty close here and you can watch them. And it's neat. So lighting, and they jump farther down and they all get saved again. So this was my test level. I don't like this height, so I'm probably, it's just here because, well, some leftovers from before. So I have a menu now, and with the sphere, you know, you bring this menu and you select which world, I mean which item on the menu. The same with the power wheel, but with the other controller. So let's go ahead, and that looks pretty trippy. And you have help, so you can see what each button do and helps. And it's pretty hard to read. Oops. It's pretty hard to read, especially because of this outline is a little bit too big. So I have to edit this texture. And you have the other for the other hand. And I have something here. It's a table. So let's go ahead and go to the island select. And there's my sun, and here's the world. Oop. Careful with the cables. Oops. Gotta be careful. So this is the world, and I was looking into solving some of the problems where you can just pop your head in, and I realized, like, well, you play as a god, so you should be able to do that. So I want it to be a natural thing that you can do. So for example, if you stick your head, you can see that I kind of put in like, you know, what's inside the planet, so you can see it. Actually, if I rotate it like this, you can see that little plane which offers a little bit better of a view. You know, I could probably make it so that it's facing me all the time. Maybe that will give a better illusion. But so I think it's kind of cool that you can just put your head and you see like, oh, it gives you a better illusion that you just look into the planet and you can see its core, which, fun fact, is the same texture as the sun over there. Another thing here, the space. Kind of hard to tell. Well, probably easy to tell. I mean, I think it kind of feels a little bit like it's a sphere. I don't know. I haven't had people to actually try it out. Sometimes some stars look like, oops, a little eye exposure kind of hurts the. But some stars looks like they are a little bit closer than the other ones. So it's a pretty weird effect. So I wonder, but yeah, this little going inside the planet. I want to look into it more. There's probably a better way to do this, cheaper way also. So I'm gonna show you now the other thing that I was working on. So if you give me a second. So this is another idea I had. You can see that it's a little bit hard to tell because of the shadows, so level design is gonna have to be worked pretty, has to be very dedicated so that you can see where the path is going. But this is basically what it is. Lava is coming up, so I have to save this, so let's go. There they are. This is way off also. I think it's a bug with my displays or something. Yeah, it feels like it's way off. I probably have to look into that. So let's wait for another restart. Let's go. This is still a work in progress, so, but I think it's really neat. It offers a sense of urgency. Then I should probably make it so that the powers, because the powers don't actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the leap of faith power, so that when it explodes, it applies the effect, or like the buff. Because when they're going down, the power effect stays at the same level. So let's keep going, Come on, you can make it. Let's go. I almost bumped into something here. And that gap is too big. But yeah, you can actually see that it's the level that's going down instead of the lava rising. And that's because it was pretty, if I make the lava actually go up, I can kindly tell that it's the lava rising. But the problem is that if I make the actual lava rise up, then if I raise up the player character, it's gonna give the same effect. And what's problematic there is that, well, I wanted to make it feel so that the lava is rising and you're floating above the lava, because I don't have controls to actually move you up. I mean, they are in the keyboard. You can actually go up if you play with the keyboard, but when you're in the VR space, I mean, you cannot jump. That's like you cannot jump and keep going up. So I have to figure that out. So let's do one more ride. Let's go. I'm getting tangled over the cables here. And there. Oh, barely made it. Okay, I cannot do this. I'm getting tangled with the cables. So yeah, this is save us so far. I'm gonna go to not restart island select. So this is save us so far, and maybe now it will actually come soon. And well, I hope it's interesting, and thanks for watching.